media format. Usually when we offer tutorials, it's usually video-based, just to show them practice skills, because in the tutorial they can rewind the video and then they can just follow the steps. Now, tutorials with videos, they don't offer as much feedback, but it reinforces what the student were attempting to learn in class. So the tutorials for videos, especially if it's designed in videos, can be more of a supplemental extra for the students. Right. Extensive interactivity throughout users control, appropriate pedagogy, inadequate answer, judging, and feedback. Now, when we talk about appropriate pedagogy, it's good to create a video, but you want to create a video that offers and it's established and supported by my recommendations of a learning theory. Now, just imagine if I show the students my interval notation problem. That represents a type of cognitive behavior response, because you're trying to teach the students to write in interval notation instead of the other notation, like the roster form. So when you create these online videos, think of a learning theory that supports what you're teaching the students, so that it represents a solid grounded foundation that as I apply this theory and somehow create a video that incorporates those types of skills and support in learning the delivery, in learning that instruction, it just makes it solid and grounded. For example, we go back to my video. Now, each of these videos, I tried and notice each of these videos are maybe 3 minutes. Okay, let's see this one. This one's 3 minutes. This one's 5 minutes. This one's 5 minutes. My point is, I made the videos 3 to 5 minutes because I'm focusing on a type of cognitive load theory. And the theory implies if I deliver instruction to the students by small bits, they get the less of a cognitive load, and the chances are they'll be able to retain the information as short bursts, okay? Now, as they learn each skill in each video on their own pace, they go to the next video. It's a short burst, all right? They learn that skill and go to the next video and the next video. And you notice that the videos, again, are short bursts of information, just to deliver, just not to, overwhelm their cognitive load, but just teach them a little bit. And then, hopefully, the other loads, like the intrinsic load, the germane load, and the regular cognitive load to help increase their memory, because each load focuses on how the information is stored in memory. And this is what the dissertation that I'm working on focuses on. So if you can create a video that kind of supports a learning theory, all right? Even music, you can do something like cognitive. You can teach certain pieces and then put them together like a complete overall assessment of a collection of those skills in learning an entire piece. I think C sharp, I'm not a music person, but there are certain parts in the music that you can teach the students to help them to master, and then once they master each of those component skills, then put them together and see how well they do. Hey, you saw Karate Kid 3, right? Take coat off, put it on, take coat off, pick up jacket, drop it, pick it up. You see those little skills, and then at the end, well, the guy, he got mad. And then, Jackie said, pick up coat. When you pick up coat, swung. That was a good example, Karate Kid. Those multiple skills, and he was able to put it together, right? As an art of learning really Kung Fu. Should have been a Kung Fu kid because he was teaching him Kung Fu versus karate. Okay, but they still made billions of dollars on the movie. All right. Okay, let me talk about one more thing. All right. Appropriate graphics tutorials offer graphics, especially video graphics. Now, YouTube's offering sessions on how to solve problems, remove viruses, multiple skills that students can learn. Keep adequate records. Right? I'm not sure what it means about keeping adequate records, but I can really relate that in record keeping of submitting and allowing students to look at the tutorials. The tutorial could represent as a means to grade the student's performance. So you can actually grade the student's performance in these tutorials, because the tutorials at the end can offer feedback questions or little questions that they can respond to. And they can get the points, and maybe these points can be added directly to their grades. Okay, tutorials, immediate feedback. All tutorials should offer immediate feedback with the benefits. Now, with my case with my videos, the videos are more like a instructional video. It can be used as tutorials, but with YouTube, I have a listing below, like a little blog. If students want the feedback, they can offer feedback at the end of the video. And that's why I've chosen YouTube, because it had those features to where you can respond after viewing the video as a tutorial. Motivation, time saving, self-contained, self-paced unit of instruction. Again, that represents a what type of technology integration strategy? Which of the two? Direct. You remember the diagram? It distinguished between direct methods and constructivist. You remember this one right here in the technology strategies based upon each model. When it comes to these areas right here, generate motivation to learn, it can be self-paced, remove logistical hurdles of learning, but all of this, develop information literacy and visual literacy skill, that can be self-contained, right? So that means that it's individualized, right? So when you're looking at self-concept or self-contained, that solely means that it's going to be a type of individualized instruction for each of the students. So then students can be assessed to determine if they're mastering the skills. Again, criticism by constructivists, lack of good products reflect only one instructional approach. Lack of good products. Some tutorials only offer guidance, but now as far as the instructional approach, guided learning is okay, but it doesn't offer discovery learning. It doesn't offer, like the other theories, all right? Because mostly the tutorials are basically cognitive behavior and cognitive. There's no other approach that tutorials can be used in. It can't really be used in a constructivist. Now, students can view the videos together in a constructivist setting, but as far as an instructional approach, I can apply other types of theories that students will actually engage in. Now, of course, if the video somehow offers some type of interaction, you know, like the Matrix, you know, like the when you're in VR, hopefully in Second Life, then it may happen. If they create more tools in Second Life to where the students can engage. Now, Sims offers a type of tutorial that may work under that. But as far as educational, it's not, because they're not using the Sims in education to where students can come into the lab and play with the Sims. So that hasn't manifested yet. All right. I'm going to stop here.